My name is Kevin Ray, and you're listening to Truckers and Others. Morning! I'm going to do my best to get this fucking episode uploaded today. This is Monday. Took a break over the weekend. I've been really pounding out these fucking podcasts. It's like, I need to take a couple days off, let some shit happen so I can talk about it. And some shit has happened. Some interesting shit. Definitely some shit to talk about. Daylight savings. I'm sure you have already found out either the easy way or the hard way that it's daylight savings time. It's a little easier nowadays because everything's fucking electronic and smart and blah, blah, blah. But my car, my oven, my microwave, and my clock, my living room clock, none of those are smart. I used to have a fucking awesome fucking alarm clock until just recently, really. It was an alarm clock. I don't know. I got it for Christmas or whatever, and my dad thought it was so cool because it sets itself. It's got like three American time zones on the bottom. You can just select, and then every time you plug it in, it sets the right fucking time. Sets the date, the time, all that shit. Just by plugging it in, you never have to worry about it being wrong. And it like updates like every day or something. I don't fucking know, but it was fucking awesome. And it had a little projector. It would project the time onto the ceiling. You could change it to red, blue, or green. It was fucking cool, dude. Well, the projector went the fuck out, but the clock still worked and everything. And then, I don't know, here these last few years, because that clock, it usually was like an alarm clock in a bedroom or whatever. But, you know, cell phones came out, and I didn't really need an alarm clock no more. So, whenever we moved in, every house that me and my wife have been in, this has always been the clock, like, in the living room, because it's so easy to set. And it's big, bright. And it died. So I got on Amazon, and I was like, I just need a digital clock for the living room. I just want it to be kind of big, but not too big, but, you know, nice. What in the fuck are you doing, dude? You can't block the whole goddamn entrance. You walk up, you get the gate opened, and then he's blocking the entire fucking road to get into the gate at this place. That's ridiculous. And there's another one right behind him that wants to get in there. Those motherfuckers, they're always annoying as hell. Today, I am dropping off a frac tank. Just gonna go pick one up, drop it off. Last episode, I don't know if I've told you anything about anything that's been going on at least Friday. No, I recorded Friday. I don't fucking know. Jesus Christ. Let me just fucking say what I want to say instead of trying to think if I fucking already said it or not. It's a new episode. So Friday, I was instructed to go grab the fucking winch truck and go pick up a frac tank, but the frac tank still had liquid in it, so I was going to go up there and wait for them to get it offloaded and then grab it and then return it. I totally forgot to log into this fucking truck. God damn it. So go up there and we're waiting. The lady trucker, she had a load from the day before, so she had to go get that offloaded and then come out to where we were, grab another load off of it, go get that offloaded, and then come back and then basically clean up the little bit that was left. Just a little bit, and you know, the water that we used to clean the tank. So I grabbed the tank and I go return it. Not a big deal, right? You know, everything's going great. I got the tank. I return it. I eat at McDonald's. And it was actually a really good McDonald's. There was like a supervisor or somebody there. I don't know who he was, but he was there and he was making sure they were fucking fresh ass fries, okay, buddy? They were fucking delicious. For McDonald's, it was all right. So, I eat McDonald's and then I drive back to the shop. And this is where I'm pretty sure I left you guys off here. I get to the shop and I park the truck and I go turn in the keys and I put all my shit in my car. But then I grabbed like my clipboard, or no, I grabbed my whole bag and I took it inside the office because there was a bunch of paperwork that I needed to get done. And I was like, all right, well, you know, it's only 1 o'clock. I need to waste some time. Anyways, I need to at least get my 8 hours. So I'm going to sit in here and take my time on my paperwork and shit. So, sit down. I'm like, oh, I need my phone. No phone. Okay, no problem. I'm going to go out to the shop again, grab the truck keys, go back to the truck, open it up, and I left my cell phone in there. For sure, I left my cell phone in there. No cell phone in the truck. I go back in the shop. I'm like, I did stop and talk to somebody in the shop. Maybe I left my phone in the shop somewhere. Did not leave the phone in the shop. Put the keys back, go back into the office, and I sit down and I'm rummaging. I empty out my entire bag, and I don't know how, but my cell phone ended up underneath at the very back of my fucking bag. I don't know if I just put it in there. I had my back turned around when I put the fucking phone in there. I don't know, but I was missing my phone. I finally found my phone. I pull it out, open it up to start my paperwork. And then my boss comes over and he's like, hey, I need you to go grab a frac tank and deliver it to St. Joe. I'm like, oh, well, I did just drop off a frac tank. Like, I just dropped off a frac tank. Oh, yeah, grab that one. I'm like, fuck. Then, no, I needed the hours. I'm okay with that, but it's just like everything I've been doing for the last like 15 minutes, and plus that fucking frac tank whatever the returnal, has been pointless because now I'm just driving. I got to go back into the shop, grab the keys, get the truck fired up, put all my shit back in the fucking truck, and then drive the truck back to the place where I just dropped off the fucking frac tank, grab the frac tank, and then drive it up to St. Joe. But luckily, everything ended up fine, and I got to St. Joe, and I dropped off the frac tank. They said it was an emergency response. I don't know how emergency it was. Nobody seemed like they were in a hurry. But I hurried my ass all the way up there, got it dropped off, and I'm like, all right, cool, now what are we doing? And they're like, you can go. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, you can just head on back. I'm like, but I want to stay. They're like, no, we don't need anybody. My God damn it. You know, whatever. This will put me at just enough hours. Because I had been kind of tallying up my hours throughout the week. And I'm like, all right, if I just drive the speed limit the whole way home, I might be able to log an extra 30 minutes and get me right to where I need to be. And I did. I get the truck and I get it parked, and then I go inside the shop or inside the office after I put everything away. Go inside the office, and I fueled up the truck for the second time. Go inside the office, and I sit down and I pull out some paperwork. Start doing it. These guys that are in the office are just talking to me, talking. I'm not getting any paperwork done. They're like, all right, let's all get out of here. I'm like, okay. So I put all my shit back in my bag, and then they say, nose goes, and they all run out of the fucking office. And I'm like, what the fuck? So now I already had my car warming up outside. I just, started it and drove it to the office so I wouldn't have to walk very far. These motherfuckers ran out and left. They're fucking gone. I had to go out to my car, get my fucking key, lock the fucking office, and then lock the gate, and then go home. Not a big deal. It was just, I don't know. It was just a, you know, I didn't know these buttons could be pressed on me, but I was getting all the buttons pressed. I'm like, God damn it, this is just fucking annoying as shit. And then, of course, I'm headed home at the exactly wrong fucking time because it's 5 o'clock, and leaving at 4:30, you can at least beat a little bit of the major rush. Um, you can make it at least halfway home, and there's not the crazy amount of traffic. But if you're leaving at 5, you're in all of it. You're just in it, buddy. And everything was fine. Made it home. Um, and yeah, had a good weekend. We didn't do too much. Oh no, I didn't make it home. I went to my mother's house because my wife was dropping off the kids, and she's like, "Hey, do you want to meet for dinner?" I said, "Yeah, that'd be great. I don't want to go all the way home and then go out, you know." So I just meet at my mom's house, sit there and talk with my father-in-law, stepfather, my stepdad, hang out with him, and then we go out and we get some burgers. And we go back home, and I fall asleep immediately as soon as I lay down. Saturday comes around. Oh, I was trying to watch this fucking Adam Sandler Spaceman movie, and it's so, I don't know. I don't know what I think about it. It did not seem, it seemed like a movie I wanted to see, but not when you've worked all day long and been running around. It was not a movie for that. It's like you got to be ready to watch it. You can't start that at fucking 8 o'clock at night. You got to start that at like 5 o'clock at night. Maybe even take a break to eat some food or something, and continue watching it. But I did not make it through the entire movie. But it seemed all right. Adam Sandler in some serious roles is kind of odd because you're waiting for him to be funny and then he's not, and it's like, okay. But he's a good serious actor, I believe. Um, yeah, didn't do much. I played a little bit of Fortnite with my son. I found out you can do a prop hunt on Fortnite, so that was cool. Me and him were running around doing the prop hunt game. I was like, this one I actually do enjoy. But this little fucking kid, my son, I'm playing on the big screen TV. He's playing on the Switch. We're both in the same room, and we're both props. I'm like, dude, I got the coolest hiding spot. And I go run over and I hide. And he's like, I'm going to come hide with you. And I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. But he does. He comes over and he hides right next to me. But I know how to fucking stay still and not fuck. He's like, I'm going to move around. I'm like, dude, don't fucking move. And he always moves around and gets killed. And then guess where the first fucking place he goes? Once he gets killed as a prop, then he can go hunt more props. Guess where the fuck he goes? He goes right to fucking where I'm at. I'm like, dude, you're cheating. He did this so many times in a row. I'm like, that is cheating, buddy. He's like, no. I'm like, yeah. He's like, no, I can kill you. I'm like, I know, but you know exactly where I'm at. That's not fair, buddy. You're not making it fun for me. So, anyways, we played a couple other different games and stuff, and we had a good time. He did enjoy it, but well, we gotta slow down ahead. Luckily, I'm able to make it to my turn. There we go. Coming over here, gonna grab the frac tank. Tell you what, they have a beautiful man at this frac tank rental place. I know it's a man, but it looks like a girl, and which is fine. You can do whatever you want. I don't know. Don't want to get into all that shit. But if you're happy, I'm happy. Okay. I just think you could be happy with less. You ain't got to go full. Just you could be gay these days. You know that, right? You don't have everybody that I see that ends up being gay is like going full tilt. It's like you could just be gay. I think, right? But whatever. You if you're happy with it, be happy with it. Okay? It does not affect me at all. She's a happy person. They're always smiling when I'm over here. Just kind of a shocker. It's like nobody warned me. All right. Well, I'm here and now. I got to wait and figure out which tank they want me to grab. So I'm gonna let you guys go, but I will have a little bit more. I'm not going far with it, which kind of sucks because I mean I'm gonna spend like 2 or 3 hours max doing this shit, and then it's like, what the fuck am I gonna do the rest of the day? It's always finding some weird shit to fucking do. Anyways, I'll be right back. Okay, we got hooked up now. There is a problem. The left blinker is not very bright. So not bright that it is not working. But whatever, it'll be okay. I'm going 15 minutes down the road. I think I'll be okay as long as I just take it easy and don't try to get into any crazy sticky situations where I'm around a bunch of fucking traffic and shit. Which, of course, where I'm going, it might be. Let me actually see which way it's going to take me into this place, because there is a certain way I want to go in. Yep. Alright. Cool. I'm going to go up here, I'm going to turn right, and then I'm going to get on that road, take it over, go down, get off there, and then it's right there. Shouldn't be a big deal. Gotta love it when. And this is a brand new fucking frac tank too. It's brand fucking new. But he was explaining issues to it with me before. He's like, oh yeah, you gotta make sure it connects because it'll look connected and won't be connected. I'm like, well, okay, yeah, I'll do my best. I mean, I'll do a tug test on it to make sure it's fucking good. He's like, yeah, because it's got a long kingpin in it. Isn't there like a standard size of kingpin? I don't know. I'm sure there's different size kingpins out there for special companies that don't want their shit fucking stolen or whatever, but now I'm gonna have to wait behind a dump truck because I gotta turn right, but there's a dump truck waiting on the train to turn left. So I don't know. I guess I can go around him. Oh Jesus! And now, even if I wanted to go around them, there's fucking cars in the way and shit. I gotta wait on a train that I'm not waiting on. Whatever. Get me the hours. Get me the fucking hours. Tell you what. I was waiting on this Well, I wasn't waiting on a train on my way in, but there was a train going by, and I had just enough room to fucking make this turn. Now I have just not enough to make the next turn. This is kind of ridiculous. Yeah, I am turning that way. But I don't think anybody is going to let me. Oh, the train ended. The train ended. Alright, now there's going to be a rush of trucks coming across the track, so I need to hurry up and make my escape. Go, buddy. Go, buddy. You turning in here? You better not be. 'Cause I'm coming out. I'm coming out. I want the world to know that I don't want to go slow. Something like that. Oh, man. What a Monday. Going all right, actually. It's not so bad. Um, Now, where they want this frac tank does look kind of tight. I looked on satellite images. And yeah, frac tanks are not semi-trailers because semi-trailers usually go where semi-trailers can go. They're like, oh yeah, park the semi-trailer in the semi-trailer dock area. The frac tank, it's like, yeah, we need an external tank set in between all the way around up over this hill, fucking right over here, off-road, in the mud. Can you do it? It's like, well, I can fucking try. I can try, and if I don't, I'll just drop it wherever I get stuck. And then there you go. Then you're good to go. Just run in a couple extra hoses, okay? Um, that was the same when I was dropping shipping containers. They were shipping containers, but they were storage units. Mobile storage units is what they would call them. I'm like, this still says fucking China shipping on the side. They're like, no, it's a storage unit. I'm like, okay, whatever. They'd paint them all up bright tan, put our big logo on the side of it, and then they also converted a bunch of them, which I don't know why. They used almost nothing of an original shipping container other than the shape. And even the shape wasn't the same because they would widen it to 10 feet to make mobile offices. Um, but they were just regular old shipping containers. They threw in some vinyl flooring, some shitty wall material, some windows with bars on it, and a door. And I don't. They were cool, but yeah, those things. Usually, dropping those off wasn't a big deal. Picking them up was a big deal because you drop off a mobile office or just one of these containers off on a job site, and then they build a building around it. No shit, they would do that all the fucking time. They're like, yeah, you need to come get your shipping container out of here because we don't want to rent it no more, and it's in the way. Oh, how much? How in the way is it? They're like, we built the building around it, so now there's not enough room to get it out. I'm like, what? Why would you? Why didn't you call us before you put the building up or like the walls and everything? They're like, well, I didn't think about it. It's like, all right. Now, none of everyone that I did, there was a way to get it out. Sometimes it would hold up the project a little bit because they're like, we're gonna put this wall up, but we need to get this thing out of there first. And then it's like, okay, well, the way I dropped this off was easy. The way I gotta pick it up is way fucking hard. Not cool, y'all. Or like there was one where they already planted grass and everything. They already did all the landscaping. They're like, hey, can you grab that shipping container? We need to put grass down underneath it. And we want to get that thing out of there. Don't tear up any of the grass. It's like, what? It's in the middle of a grass field. I'm going to have to drive out there and then slide it along the grass. I mean, you can pick up the front end and then just pull the truck underneath it, but you're going to tear up grass. Like, this is not, it's a single axle trailer. So instead of the weight being, this is a bumpy fucking road, by the way. I'm not talking weird because I want to talk weird. It's really bumpy. It's really, really bumpy. Uh, yeah, single axle trailer, land all trailer. So the weight wasn't distributed. It's good. I wish I wasn't talking right now because this is my jiggles jiggling. Okay, I'm going. This road fucking sucks. Okay, I'm fucking upset right now. This is horrible. All right, we're about to get to the smooth spot. Oh, there we go. We're in the smooth-ish area. That was ridiculous. I drive this road all the time, but I never turn left here, so I'm usually in the far right lane. And tell you what, the left lane is a little bit bumpier than the right. All right, here we go. Green light. Let's go. Very nice. I've been thinking about watching Borat again. I think my son would love it. My wife would not like that. But you know what? What she don't know, she'll find out. My son will be running around. Very nice. Yeah, buddy. Oh, fuck. Borat is such a good movie. Um. Anyways, other things that have happened over the weekend. I don't know. We got groceries. That was cool. I cooked some steaks, New York strips last night because they were on sale. Okay, or else we would have got ribeyes. But I don't know. The ribeyes we've been getting lately have been not very good. But every time I've gotten a New York strip from, it's been good. Like really good. Nice, thick, plump. And I used. So I'm not exactly happy about it. I wanted some Cajun seasoning, and I wasn't sure what to get. Slap Your Mama, not quite Cajun, but kind of. Got some cayenne pepper. You know, that does give you a spice, but it's not exactly Cajun. And then my mom, she had some big bottle of Cajun seasoning that I took some of it from her. Okay, come on, phone. Figure it out. 1A. All right, I'll do it. This shit, my shit's all fucking out of whack over here. I'm about to lose all my shit. Uh, so I don't know. I watched this guy on YouTube or Facebook or whatever, and Danos, and I got some of the Danos seasoning. I was at the store and I saw some. I was like, oh shit, yeah, get me some fucking Danos, and I got the spicy one. Well, at the time, all I saw was Danos, and there was only one kind at the store, and it was the spicy one. And I said, all right, yeah, that's fine. Get the Danos. And it's not like any seasoning that I've had before. It is really good. It doesn't have much spice to it, so you do have to sprinkle a little cayenne in there to get it to where I want it to be. But it is very herby. It's a very herby seasoning and low sodium. There's like no salt on it or in it, which is cool because I add, you know, especially for like my steaks and stuff. I put salt. I salt the fuck out of it, and then let it sit on the counter for 15 minutes, and then I grab it. People are you all stuck behind me? Yeah, I'm slow. I'm a slow fucking truck. You go around. There you go. Now you got an idea. Oh, now I'm in a fucking exit lane? Oh, no, this is where I need to be. Alright. I'm going north. Um, yeah, so I don't know. I haven't been overly excited about it. But, so, no worries. I did grab another seasoning while I was in there at the store, because we actually went to the store and I walked around. And I grabbed some LC's barbecue seasoning. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, I got their barbecue rub. No, it's their all-purpose seasoning. So it's just like seasoned salt. It's not exactly the barbecue rub. Maybe it is. I don't know. It doesn't taste as good to me. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I thought I was so excited to come home and have these seasonings, and then I was kind of, I don't know. I guess I was a little bit let down. But I'm also not like a real good cooker, you know. As my son would say, "You're a good cooker. You're the best cooker in the world." All right, well, why don't you try eating some of the food? He's like, "I'm not hungry." It's like, I thought I was a good cooker. Like, yeah, you are. All right, this is the tricky part because now I gotta get all the way over to the right-hand lane, and this is on a curve. Not cool. Yep, I gotta take this next exit. Luckily, my right turn signal is the one that works. And I'm coming over, whether you guys like it or not. Yeah, I need to go over again. Thank you, fucking bitches. Come on, phone. Alright, getting off here, turning right, and immediately left. I do like that they're adding stoplights in here. This is nice. Yeah, and I've yet to really use like the full potential of my pellet smoker. I've got it, but I need to get some more pellets. Um, got a teammate behind me. Yeah, I don't know. I just haven't went out and bought pellets. I don't know. My gas grill. People complain about gas grill. They're like charcoal's better. Blah blah blah. This and that. Dude, I don't know. But my fucking gas grill has been amazing lately. It has been doing. It has been making all of the delicious foods I like. Like my steak last night. Cranked it up to about 450, and it's good. All right, I have no idea where I'm going here. Let me talk to these guys. Hey, where the shit does this go? You want me to follow you? All right, I'll follow them. I hope they don't lead me into a horrible situation. All right. Well, apparently we're here, and I need to go in and up and around. All right, I gotta let you guys go so I can focus. All right, we made it in. All right, cool. I'm gonna let you guys go for a little bit. Another successful frac tank delivery under the belt, and it was in front of a lot of fucking people. So it's like I got to do it right. I so there's two ways to do it to be safe. The first way is to turn on the winch, and it doesn't it will free roll, but you don't want it to free roll because if, let's say, the trailer brakes on the frac tank don't work very well, that's not good because that shit will just roll and slide right off your fucking truck. You get the frac tank to where you want it, you set the brakes, you're supposed to have some wheel blocks, wheel chocks and stuff, and I don't have any of that shit with me. Don't usually need them anyways, but if the brakes don't work, you gotta do it the hard way, which is get the PTO on. But this is a manual truck, so you gotta like have the PTO on, and then you gotta put it in gear, and then you gotta pull forward. But while you got the clutch in, the PTO ain't going. So then you got to stop and you got to take it out of gear because you can't let the clutch out. You can't get it fucking out of gear very easily when the PTO's on. You gotta, I don't know. It's just a long fucking process of inching it off of the truck because you don't want to let off too much slack and then have something go haywire and it slide off the side of the truck or something. You want to try to offload these as straight and level as possible. But if you are experienced enough, there's a button called dog out. Listen to me fucking up the goddamn shift pattern on this fucking 8-speed. Sorry. I went silent there. I'm like, I don't know. I was in high gear for some reason. And then I tried taking off in fucking 6th or 7th or something. Anyways, if you've done it quite a bit of times, and even me, I mean, I'll still fuck it up every now and again. You just dog out. It's got a winch brake here, so it won't like just unspool the entire fucking winch on you, which is also embarrassing and a big pain in the ass. So you put the brake on, but dog out. That means the little pin that catches the fucking roller, that comes out. So the roller is free spinning. And then you pull forward enough until the frac tank is just about to come off the back of your truck. And then you put the dog back in, you winch it in until the fucking pin drops back into place. And then you only have a little bit of area where you gotta, winch it out. I don't know, it's really hard to explain just over voice. But I promise you, if you all had the visual in front of you, you'd understand. But I got it dropped off. I did it the correct way, no issues. I got it. There was one little issue. We went past the point of where they wanted the frac tank. I was following the line of our trucks, so I didn't know. And then we get up there at the top of the hill where there's, there's enough room to turn around, not going to lie, but it's really congested up on top of this hill. And they're like, oh, we passed it, but there's a bunch of shit in the way, so sit tight. So I'm sitting there, but then you got other trucks rolling up and down this fucking little road, and I'm trying to be as far off of it as I can, but I'm not very far off of it. So I had to end up pulling off up into another parking lot, which kind of, it was nice. It set me up for backing up and turning around and going back down the hill. And then they're like, all right, well, we're going to put it in a different spot now, but we're not sure you're going to fit underneath the spot because there is a low hanging pipe. So I had to get back down the hill, back into this area, and then back underneath these pipes. And luckily they were all there. They could spot me and everything. I fit, barely, but I fit. And I got it brought in and lowered it down nice and easy, buddy. Oh, it was a beautiful frac tank drop. You couldn't have done it better at all. Couldn't have asked for a better drop. Because I've only dropped one frac tank, and that one it was because the fucking brakes were fucking gone on this frac tank, and it was a return. It was a clean, empty return that I was just picking up an empty, taking it back to the rental place and dropping it off in their yard. And I do everything normal, but I'm like, I'm going to try this, freewheel deal. And I've done it other times before, but I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and do it here. There's nobody around, nobody watching me. If I make any mistakes, it'll be okay. As soon as I pull out and make sure that kingpin is out from the fucking fifth wheel plate, it slides like it's on fucking butter on a hot day. It just slides off the fucking back of the truck and bam onto the ground. And I had the winch brake all the way on, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter at all. The frac tanks aren't super heavy, but they're heavy enough to pull right through that fucking winch brake. And yeah, it was embarrassing because nobody was around, luckily, but still in my own mind, I'm like, I just dropped a fucking frac tank. And I go inside to, get the release form or whatever the fuck it is. And they're like, did you drop it? I'm like, yeah, I did. I did drop it. You might want to come out and check it out and make sure it's all good to go because I did drop the fuck out of your frac tank. Now, luckily, dropping the frac tank, the only thing you're really worried about is the ground that you're dropping it on. You're not going to really damage the tank. You can potentially damage the tank, but if you're on complete flat level ground or grass or whatever and you drop it, the likelihood of you actually breaking the frac tank is low, but the ground underneath is the important part. It's like people don't want you tearing up their parking lots and shit. So usually if I'm out like dropping them off at a gas station or at a plant kind of like this, I try to do it make sure I'm doing it the right way. And yes, getting some wheel chocks would help out. Um, Oh, and the issue that I had with that one is I don't know, it was like stuck on the truck. I was trying to pull out from underneath it and I couldn't get out from underneath it even though I had my fifth wheel unlocked. It still was just sticking to me. And I knew the fucking brakes were bad on it. So, if the brakes are bad and it's just sitting on there, it doesn't want to come off. It didn't want to come off. So that's what happened. I put a wheel chock in front of the wheel, and then I jumped basically lunged from underneath the tank. And when I did, there's no wheel chock on the behind the tire, so it was able to just fucking slide right the fuck off. Now, what the fuck have we got going on here? We got these intermodal guys. taking up our fucking road. Y'all need to find a better fucking place to park. This is ridiculous. They're, I don't know. I'll count them as I go. Trucks in the. It's a 2-lane road. There's not enough room for them. I mean, there is almost enough room for them to pull over on the side of the road, but they are straight up in the middle of the fucking road, and they all have their flashers on. And let's count how many trucks are just parked in the middle of the road on the way to my shop. And of course, there's these fucking people are going slow as fuck in the other lane. So if I wanted to go around them, I can't because there's other trucks and shit pulling in. Surprised there's nobody behind me. But what the fuck is going on, dudes? None of these guys are fucking smart enough. I would never fucking just park in the middle of the fucking road. Jesus Christ. These fucking idiots. Oh my god. What the fuck are you doing? Where are you going with all that shit fucking loose on your trailer? These fucking dumbasses are just blocking the entire fucking road. Alright, now I got fucking people pulling out of their fucking driveways out in the middle of the fucking road, too. Oh my gosh. I don't know. This road is never, I mean, the grain haulers were fucking annoying. One of the times I actually fucking labeled an episode fucking grain haulers. But, these goddamn intermodal motherfuckers are fucking dumb, dude. Oh, jeez. Not all of them, but those ones are fucking dumb. You can't just pull over in the middle. This is a industrial complex. You can't block the fucking road to an industrial complex and just be okay with it. Like, what the fuck? I had to honk because there's a guy, it was a 4-way stop, and everybody stopped on the road in, and I'm going around them, and then somebody else is going to, one of those intermodal guys is going to leave. He's got his load. He's going to get the fuck out of there. No, you fucking bitch. You fucking wait. I'm not associated with any of you fucks. Get the fuck out of my way, dude. Not cool. Anyways, I wasn't far from the shop. Like I said, I'm right fucking here. Right fucking here. Not too far at all. Now is the exciting part because there is no job scheduled for me to do, and I am the only one here. So anything that pops up, I get to go take care of. And I hope they have enough fucking work to keep me busy. This is not good. Being back this soon. Alright, well. This is gonna be a fucking jumbled up episode. We are now loaded with a roll off. A 20-yard open top dumpster with a tarp. It is full of dirt. Not full, not full, but it's got some dirt in there. Okay, and it's been sitting here at the shop for a couple of days, and we're paying rent on these. I should have cleaned my fucking mirrors off. God damn it. It's been sitting up here for, I don't know, a couple days from a job. Been waiting for, I don't know, something. And then now we got it. And somebody else was going to do it, but they are doing something else today. So luckily, this is for me. This is perfect job for me. I can take, I'm busy. I'm out. I'm doing my thing. There's no rush for anything. It's just, hey, get that dumpster dumped, return to E-Tank. Well, I shouldn't have said that, but whatever. Guess it doesn't matter. There's only a few places that rent out these dumpsters for what we need it for. But anyways, gonna go back here, over here to the dump it, turn around, go back to eat the place and dump the container off returned, and then come back to our shop, and we have 3 or 4 more containers that need to be dumped. They're already dumped, I guess, but they need to be returned. So, yeah, just me driving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth all day. At least I'm gonna hope it takes a while, but it probably won't. I'll probably be done at fucking 1, and I'll be like, God damn it, I need me a spitter. So I'm gonna roll the window down. I already drank a lot of water, so I'm gonna dump this one out. Mm-hmm. That guy is gonna go over and dump the Ford. What? He's gonna go do some work for somewhere. Man, me over here trying to be secretive about where we work and our clients are. It's kind of hard. With you guys, are the only people I'm trying not to just like give away all of the information. Anyways, we're just having a good time. We're just having a good day. I'm in a nice roll-off truck, really comfy seats, driving around, doing my thing, having a good time. Don't really have much to talk about exactly at this moment, but something will come up. Um, it's been a I got my normal route tomorrow and Tuesday. Tuesday I'll be driving up to Des Moines. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Drive up to Des Moines, grab a load of totes, turn around, and bring them back to the same landfill that I'll be going to today. And just, I don't know. I gotta make that. I gotta make that last. The most I think I've ever gotten on that job is like 10 and a half hours. And I mean, listen, I'm not like rushing around. I'm really trying to take my time. I need to get, I don't know, like 11 out, at least 10 hours a day of work. I have to. Or I need to work on the weekend. And it's just like, man, it'd be nice to just get a raise. But even with a raise, more money, more problems, right? I need less money. Go get. I'm just gonna quit my job. I'm just gonna quit. I'm gonna go stand on the corner. I'm gonna start doing some performing. I could start juggling and stuff. They'll be like, "Are you homeless?" But no, I actually have a home, uh, and I'm out here trying to keep it. That's what I'm doing now, right now. I'm trying to keep it. I really want to go eat some good food. I've been craving a Planet Sub sandwich. Okay, I've been craving it, but it's really expensive. So I got to go out and juggle extra. I'm juggling on the weekends. I'm juggling at night, juggling in the morning. I don't know how to juggle, but I feel like with all the free time of quitting my job, I'll have enough time to figure out how to juggle. And I think that'll be good. It'll translate into multiple jobs. A lot of people think you're just playing with balls. No, you're jugglers know what the fuck is going on. Okay? I've never met a juggler that I've not been like, he's got his life put together. He he's at this kid's birthday party and he knows what's going on. Like, I'm not performing at a birthday party. I don't have the credentials to do that. But this guy, he's a juggler. He's over here doing it. Also, hand-eye coordination, juggling. You can't be colorblind. If you're colorblind, I guess you could only do like one color of a ball. I'm not sure. Blind man juggling. If I was colorblind, that's what I'd say. I could be colorblind. You ever think to yourself that? You're like, what if I am colorblind and this is just the way the world has always looked to me, but maybe it looks different to you? What if my entire life everybody said blue is red, and I'm over here looking at the sky and I've always called that color blue, but really it's red for some people? I wonder if that's a thing. Um, I don't know. Sometimes things just don't work out with thinking of that. You're like, okay, well, I mean, it could, but it also is impossible. But I don't know. Right now, we're coming into spring. There's not very many bright colors out here right now. We're almost there. Right now, it's just bland. Everything is bland. Nothing is bright. Nothing's colorful. Except for my red car. It rained the other day and knocked all the dust off. I got a bright red car. And that orange sign is pretty bright. My shirts are usually pretty bright orange. Um, but I'm talking about foliage. Foliage is all just not good colors right now. I want to see green grass. I want to see leaves on trees. Uh, it. I thought with that rain, I was like, oh, for sure, I'm about to be pulling the mower out. About to mow. Got to get me a case of Twisted Teas to go over there and fucking mow the yard. It takes a while. A lot of breakdowns. Need a lot of drink breaks. Uh, It's a rider lawnmower. I need to get a cup holder installed on it. Maybe even a cooler. I have a wall of coolers inside my house. Why do I have so many coolers? I don't know. But with these coolers, I could install one of them to my lawnmower so I can have ice cold Twisted Teas while I mow the yard. That would be a good time. If you are not aware, Twisted Teas are delicious, okay? Don't get it twisted. They're fucking good. Try them out. If you are of age, go try out a Twisted Tea. If you are underage and you're listening to me ramble on, please find something else to listen to, okay? I don't know. I don't correlate well with the young generation. I think I do. I try to, but it never works out. I always end up looking like a weirdo. So keep it rad, G, or something. Um, Being colorblind would be insane. I had a boss that was colorblind. His name was Matt. He's a cool guy. They kind of, this was at the lumber yard. They bought we had a merger. Okay, well, it wasn't much of a merger. We just absorbed another company. A company called Robertson Dibdall was purchased by the company I worked for, Cedar Creek Incorporated, and we bought them, and then we, kind of just took their guys. We were like, hey, you want to not work, or do you want to work for us? And they said, we'd rather work. So they came over and they started working with us, which was awesome. Uh, new friends. It was awesome. So I'm just at the yard doing my work like I normally do, and then this dude shows up, and I'm like, hello. And he's like, hey, I need you to do this, this, this. I'm like, what? I'm running the yard, so like I don't know who you're telling to do what, because I run the. He's like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, what are you talking? What? I'm confused. Like I run the yard. I'm the only guy here. How could I not run the yard? There's nobody else around. This is a big open landscape. I thought you were a mirage walking up. He said, no, I can't believe they didn't tell you, but they got me on from the other company, and they said they wanted me to come over and manage this yard. I said, oh, well, yeah, cool. Super glad. I mean, I've been managing. I've been managing. But, yeah, it was just a fucking shit show. Anyways, I had the whole recipe was made for me to hate him, but I ended up liking him a lot. He was such a cool guy. He was colorblind. That's what we're getting to. He's colorblind. Maybe that had something to do with me liking him. You know, you can't be perfect. There's something wrong with you, buddy. I can't like you and you be cool and you like take my job. So there's something wrong with him, and I gotta find out what it is. And I found out he's colorblind. He can't see green, red, blue, yellow, or something. I don't know. I'm like, how do you drive a car? He's like, well, I can see the illumination of red, but I can't see the color red. Like if you have a red ball and you drop it in the bright green grass, I ain't gonna see it. I'm like, you're like a dog? It's like, yeah, kinda. I'm like, wow. Do you does your tail wag? Do you bark at the door when people come around? You knock on your door or something? Does the doorbell give you chills down your spine? He said, no, not really. I'm like, okay, well, I guess the only aspect that you have that a dog has is like you can't see colors. And I'm not even sure if dogs can see colors or not. I've never seen through the dog's eyes, but some people say it's black and white for them. I think not. I think they got some sort of color. So, anyways, the where this I saw this impact this man's life. We had a dry erase board in the shop or in the office, and he's in there and he writes up all the orders up on the board, and writes out diagrams and stuff for whatever we need. A dry erase board is pretty versatile. You could use it for teaching or just drawing if you want. And that's what I would draw dicks all over it all the time. I would draw a picture with his name and then a dick inserted into his mouth all over the board a lot. And he would laugh about it. I was like, this guy is awesome. Anyways, he's been using this marker for a long time. And one day, I don't know, it's just weird how it comes up. He's like, hey, will you grab that gray marker? Or he's like, where did the gray marker go? And I'm like, what are you talking about, gray marker? He's like, the marker over that was on the board, it was gray. It's like, I never seen a dry erase marker that was gray. I thought it was awesome. I said, that is green, brother. He's like, oh, is it like a dark green or like a light green? I was like, no, it's like a bright fucking grass green. Green grass. The green shits that came out of my child whenever it was a baby. That's the color green that is. It's a fluorescent green. Whenever you're like, is that green? Yeah, that's green. There's no, it's kind of yellowish. No, it's fucking green, dude. And I broke his heart. He's like, oh my god, I thought that was green. And I saw it just hurt him in his soul. He thought he had a gray marker. It was super cool. Nope. I'm like, well, if everything in your life that's green is gray, then you're all right. Don't worry about the fucking marker. Everything else is the color you want it to be. He could have a bright green sports car. He's like, it's Nardo gray. No, it's bright green, motherfucker. Anyways, I always wanted to get him a pair of them glasses. But, he made a lot more money than me, so I wasn't going to spend my fucking money on this fucking guy that came in and stole my goddamn job. But, yep, he's colorblind, man. He had a Chevy Cruze. I have a Chevy Cruze. I didn't have a Chevy Cruze when he had a Chevy Cruze, but he loved this Chevy Cruze. He was like, this thing is fucking awesome. I like it a lot. And then one day I watched him back into the porch with it and dented the shit out of his trunk. He was very upset about it. That's about where all that story goes. He had a Cruze and he wrecked it. And it was, but anyways, he had that Cruze and I was like, I think I'll get me a fucking Cruze. And now I have a Cruze. But I'm not going to back it into the porch. I don't know. I did address Operation Square Body to my wife the other day. Because we were talking about it, and I said, you know what, babe? I think this is where we need to be. Your piece of shit Chevy Equinox that we should have never bought runs, drives, is comfortable. I fixed the brakes on it. I don't know how I did it, but apparently they're fucking fixed. Let's just keep that fucking car until it's fucking dead. Till that fucking thing blows up, stops running, transmission goes out, something bad happens with it majorly mechanically. Let's just drive it until then. And she's like, well, don't you want to sell it while it runs? I'm like, yeah, if it was worth anything, I would say that. But this thing is going to be worth. I mean, it'll definitely be worth more running than not, but not enough. Like, this is a piece of shit fucking car. And I think it suits us just fine the way it is. We're going to keep band-aiding the fuck out of it until it's dead. And then I said, I want to try it a lease. I've never done a lease before. Some people love it. Some people hate it. I'd like to try it out. And, I think that's a good idea. And basically, it's like, all right, well, if you're just comfortable with having a car payment the entire time, you're basically renting a car. You're not, none of the money that you're paying in is really going towards the car. And then if you want the car at the end of the lease, then you have to buy the car. But I think they do work out it's kind of like a rent to own type deal. I don't know. I'm not sure. I want to find out. I'd like to talk to a dealer about it, but I'm not ready to buy right now. I'm not ready to do any of that. So I'm not going to go in there and get their hopes up. I'm not going to go in there, give them a boner and blue balls and then walk out. Feel like that's rude. But I said, and, I have a little plan of myself for my situation. She's like, what do you mean? You have a truck and you have a car. They both run fine. I'm like, yeah, they do. So anyways, do you want me to be happy? Do you ever want me to be a happy person? Do you want me to smile? Do you want me to not freak the fuck out too many times? Do you want me to wash the laundry? You want me? I will wash the laundry. I'm telling you, I will do just about anything. Please, babe, just let me do what I want to do. She's like, and what's that? I'm like, sell the car, buy a fucking gas guzzling square body, sell my truck, and sink all of the profits into this truck. And potentially a lot of fucking money out of our own pocket also. I need to do this. This is the only thing that'll make me happy is get me a fucking money pit. A money pit, square body. I want to put everything I own. I'll sell off part of my child. And what do you need two arms for? I've gone this long and I've barely used my left arm. Sell my son's left arm, maybe my daughter's left arm, and put the money that we get from the arm sale into my square body. I want mud boggers, okay? I want some TSLs. I want some 38s on some wagon wheels. Babe, this is what I want. I mean, do you want me to be happy? She's like, well, can you drive the kids around in it? I'm like, well, if you chop off one of the arms or both arms, both left arms off both of our childs, we know they're going to be right-handed. And they will fit better, you know, because I was worried about, I was like, well, yeah, I never take the entire family with me anyways, but if I did, if we had the room, if they were both missing an arm, it's like, all right, one of them has two arms and the other one has no arms. The one with no arms is just going to be able to sneak in anywhere. So, yeah, I could take the entire family in my square body, my single cab square body. I mean, I'm trying to make it make sense. I'm trying to make it work. She said we're not going to be able to do that. So, but I think I'm still going to, go against her wishes and just do what I want. That's what she says all the time. She's like, what does my opinion matter anyways? You just always do what the fuck you want. It always goes your way. I'm like, what? None of that, almost nothing has ever gone my way. Okay? Almost nothing. Okay? I just want a square body. Please. I want to open the door to the house and look out and see a fucking badass rusted piece. And that's not going to be a nice one. I don't want the nice one. People want way too much money for the fucking nice square body. I want a rusted, cheap piece of junk. Needs a lot of work. I will do the work. I want it. I want it real bad. I don't want the V6 in my other truck. I don't. It's not enough. It's not giving me the thrill. Could I put a 350 in that one? Yes. But I don't know how much work goes into all that. So I don't want to do that. I don't know. I'd rather just keep that truck original and sell it. I'd like to keep both trucks, but am I going to be able to do that? Probably not. Anyways, I got to pause here cuz I'm at the landfill. Well, now it is already 1 o'clock. And no, I am not done like I thought I might be. I am actually just got done with the first dumpster. So, yeah, this dumpster has taken a very long time to get done. And I gotta drive over here to the place and drop it off. I pull into the landfill up on the scale, and the guy says, no, you can't do that here. I'm like, can't do what here? He's like, you can't dump this one here. I'm like, why not? He's like, it's not set up. What does not set up mean? He's like, it's not set up. It's not set up. Get off the scale. Go around. Get out of here. So I go out and I go around and call up my boss. I say, hey, this thing ain't set up. And he's like, what the fuck? Yeah, it is. It's set up. I set it up. I'm like, the guy here is saying it ain't set up. So somebody didn't set it up. He's like, okay, hold on tight. So I sit there for almost an hour of just sitting, not doing nothing. And then he gives me the call. He says, hey, it's set up now. Pull up there, go in. He gives me the paperwork, and I go over here. I take it all the way down to the dump face. And that is a very long way, windy, downhill, sharp corner Fucking way to go. Not bad, especially with the roll off. It's all right. Everything ended up fine. Go down there, dump it, and then I pull off because I thought I saw that there was a liner inside of it. So if there was a liner inside of it, that means it would have been a clean roll off and everything would have been fine. There was a liner in there, but it was not underneath anything. It was just bunched up in the corner. So I pull off and I send my boss a picture, and he says, "Why is it so dirty?" I'm like, "Because it had mud inside of it." He says, "All right, well, I'm going to send you somebody to wash it out." I said, "Okay, tell them I'm going to be at the solidification pit because it is too busy down by the dump base and dusty and dirty, and it's just too crowded. I'm going to pull up and go to the solidification pit. I'm going to park up there, and because I know the guy that's over there." And he's like, "Yeah, sure, come on. I don't care. Come hang out for a while." I'm like, "Sweet." So I go up there and I listen to him talk about his life story, about all the chicks he's banged and all the baby mamas that he's got and all this stuff. It's an insane life story he's got, and he likes to get in fights apparently all the time. For instance, his birthday. He went around knocking people's hats off for fun, tried to get into a fight, and he did. He did get into a fight. So I don't know. I'm like, you need Jesus or something. I don't know. Do you want to get into fights? He's like, "Not really, but sometimes I do, especially when I'm drinking." I'm like, "Oh, do you usually win your fights?" He's like, "No, almost never." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, that's fucking weird, but okay. You do you, bro. Have a good time." And anyways, and I'm like, "Where in the fuck is this guy?" There's supposed to be a guy showing up for a washout at some point in time. And I call my boss and I'm like, "Hey man, who is coming?" He's like, "Oh, Jacob is on his way." I'm like, "Okay. Well, tell him I'm at the solidification pit." He's like, "Oh, he knows." Jacob pulls in, goes to the landfill, and tells them that he's here to wash out a driver at the solidification pit. And they're like, "Nope, nobody's at the solidification pit." He's like, "Yes, he is. Like, I've been confirmed twice. He's at the solidification pit." And they're like, "No, we don't have any of your drivers there at the solidification pit. They've all left." And then they tell him, "Get off the scale, get out the fucking way, you fucking dumbass. You're wasting our time. I need to check these other trucks in and all this other shit." I'm like, "God damn it." Jacob calls me. He's like, "Hey, they just told me to get off the fucking scale. Uh, that you're not here. Are you here?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm fucking here." He's like, "Okay." I'm like, "Yeah, don't tell them that I'm at the solidification pit because that just causes confusion." He's like, "Oh, yeah, that's what I told him." I'm like, "Yeah, don't tell them go back in there and be like, 'Oh, I made a mistake. He's not at the solidification pit. He's at the dump base.' Tell them that. They'll let you in, but then come to the solidification pit because that's where I'm at. Because it's a big open area, no dust, no, not as much dust, nobody bothering you. It's a good time." So I go sit in the truck and I make a sandwich and I eat it. And then he gets out. He comes up, washes my truck out for me, which is so nice of him. And then he has now left. Oh, there he is. Actually, he had to reweigh because it doesn't matter if it's raining. These people are going to charge you for water because that's all he can offload here is fucking water. He's got a tank of water and a pressure washer, and they make him weigh in and weigh out for water. And I promise you, when it's a torrential downpour of water, they still will charge you for water. They will charge you for the water that drips off of your fucking truck. This place is fucking insane. Okay, it's like the maximum he can drop off here is 500 gallons of water, and it will all evaporate. Like, what the fuck? Um. Anyways, now I'm headed out with my first container right now. I am mere feet away from being off of the landfill property. I've been here for a very long time. But that's good. I was wondering how I was going to get my hours in today. And here we go. This is how I get my hours in. I sat for like, I think 3 hours of doing absolutely nothing, waiting on paperwork, waiting on a washout, and now we're rolling. And I still have 3 or 4 containers left at the shop that need to come. And I'm like, I don't know if those are clean or dirty. Because this one, if they're empty, were they dumped? Do they need to be washed out? I have no idea. So I'm going to go dump. And then now my day should go pretty quick. I mean, if those are clean. I told him to go back to the shop, crack them open, take a look, see if they're clean. But my boss assured they are clean. So I don't know what'll happen. But all I know is I'm on the road now. I got 3 hours of pay to do not shit, which is wonderful. I started this job at 9:30. 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30. I've almost done 5 hours worth of work, and all I've done is drive 25 minutes down the road. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, yeah, gonna have a good time. I am taking the fast way to the dump place or to the rental place. At least a faster way. I'll get off here on this road here. Maybe it'll take a little longer. There's just a river that runs in between us, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. You got to get across the river, but there's only so many spots you can cross the river, and it makes sense. But yeah, it was a fun time sitting there talking with that dude, talking about, I don't know, he likes to talk about fighting and fucking. So if you all ever meet him, those are some topics you can bring up. You're like, you ever fucked before? Oh, he's got stories. You ever fought before? Oh yeah, you're talking his language right now. You ever fought and fucked? Oh yeah, actually he has. He has been in a physical fight during coitus, which I think coitus means fucking. Um. Oh come on, you slow motherfuckers! Of course you're turning here. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Jesus Christ. Fucking slow motherfuckers around here. I mean, hey, it's only good for me the longer it takes. But oh, so oh, y'all might be wondering why I uploaded a podcast later in the day, and that is because I wanted to. I should have recorded something over the weekend, and I would have, but it just didn't work out with my buddy. I was going to record with him, It would have been cool to go over there, but just didn't work out. Not the way I wanted it to work out. I was also just relaxing at home. Um, really sad. I missed out on the Fortnite party because my son and my buddy's son both play Fortnite, and my buddy and me play Fortnite with our childs now. And it was going to be really cool for us to all four play at the same time, but and we had plans to do it. My son, he was being a little a-hole Saturday, so he got the video games taken away. No electronics for you. You're going to be a little butthead the whole time. So I was like, sorry, man, we can't do it today. Maybe tomorrow. And then tomorrow he just had his own stuff going on. I had our stuff going on. That place is called Fucks. That place, that's the name of the building, is Fucks. Oh, fuck me. Ugh. I didn't want to bomb over these railroad tracks anyways. But yeah, I don't know. I think I've recorded enough today. I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'll be with you again tomorrow on Tuesday. So I'm gonna have a nice long drive. I won't have to stop recording and shit the whole fucking time. So keep all 18 down and have a great day.